Welcome back to the 700 Club. Okay, I have to totally put Pat on the spot because this weekend was his birthday, and I was just sitting here telling him that I did not sing to him. Happy birthday to ya.
Oh, you're
Happy
swinging.
Birthday
Oh, man. If I'd known how deprived I was going to be on Sunday, I couldn't have stood it.
So did you have a good birthday?
It was wonderful.
Was it lovely?
Lovely, absolutely wonderful.
Wonderful. Okay, we're going to jump right into the Bring It On questions.
Okay.
I like to have fun with you, Pat. Bobby writes in and says, Pat, do you think weight control programs that require weekly weigh-ins are more successful than those that don't? Ooh, that's a good question.
Not really. I think that they give you a false sense of comfort. What you need is the body mass index. You need a fat test and things like that. It'd be better to have a measuring tape to put around your waist. I think that would be better. So the scales will fool you, and you get heavy one morning and you're not as heavy the next, and I don't think it does you any good.
Okay, see, I have to say this.
Go on.
After I had my baby, I went to Weight Watchers for a while, and that's what they do. I loved it because it was a sense of accountability, and I knew that if I had to weigh in on Friday, I was straight up not going to eat that donut on Thursday. So the accountability, at least it worked for me.
Okay, well, but you had a whole team working on you, but if it's just you getting on the scale, I don't know if it's going to make that much difference. But the scale will deceive you. One day you've got water retention, the next day you don't. So it's better to do the tape.
Pat, do you have issues with the scale? I feel a little bit of
I have a scale which I use. I have one of those great big professional scales, so I know how it works.
So you're not mad at the scale?
No, I'm not mad at the scale. Thank you.
That's right. And it writes in and says, Pat, I'm an active 35-year-old lady who exercises 5 to 6 times per week. Oh, that's good. I take vitamins, eat right, and get enough sleep, but I'm still exhausted. Are there any vitamins or supplements you recommend for increased energy level?
I don't think you need vitamins and supplements. I think you need to see an endocrinologist. You probably need some thyroid medicine to jack up your thyroid. If not that, you need something probably with more either human growth hormone or more testosterone. You need something like that. But I would get a professional to tell you about it, because if you're doing all the things you say, now if you're eating sweets, and that'll make you tired. And I don't know if you're eating sweets or not, but if you're doing all these healthy things and running and all that, then you should feel fine if your thyroid's working.
You know, Pat, as you were sitting there talking, I was thinking about this thing called Emergency. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's like Emergency. It's like this powder that you put in water. And it's interesting because when I was running and working out a lot, I would get exhausted, and then I would take this Emergency, put it in water and drink it, and it instantly spiked up something. And it wasn't sugar. I got to find that out, because maybe that will be helpful.
Well, but I think in this case, she's exhausted all the time. So I think that's thyroid deficiency.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Well, Colleen writes in and says, but I've heard taking aspirin can be good for one's heart. Do you know any current findings that support this claim?
Yeah, they keep coming out with them all the time. The big thing about aspirin, if you eat too many of them, they can cause intestinal bleeding, and that could lead to serious side effects. But a small baby aspirin once a day is recommended by doctors to reduce inflammation. This inflammation is the thing that's killing people, and it's inflammation that causes high blood pressure, and it is in your veins and arteries and causes plaque buildup, et cetera, et cetera. So if you have a little NSAID, something like an aspirin, it will, tamp down the inflammation. That's what it's all about.
Cool. Okay. Larry writes in and says, Pat, I'm 45 years old, and I've been using your health food shake. I don't use your diet plan with it, but can I still lose weight just by drinking the shake for lunch and eating a healthy dinner?
Larry, that diet program was carefully designed with measured calories. And the weight loss comes from the fact you do all of it. There's nothing that says you can't, if that shake substitutes for some fattening food, you'll lose weight. It's a very good shake, and you mix it up with all those powders and things, and you get a lot of protein. So it's healthy, but my diet program, I was big on salads and things like roughage, stuff you need to have the fiber to take care of your system. So. Can you lose weight? It's not by itself, but it depends on if you're going to eat a steak and you drink this shake instead, the chances are you lose weight.
Okay, Monica writes in and she says, is it true that good food we eat today has nowhere near the nutrients it had years ago? Absolutely.
It is shocking, the difference. I mean, it's 50% or so of what it used to be. We are burning out the soil. We're putting plants too close together. We're bringing them to market too early. You can go all down the line of what they're doing. And so the answer is probably half or less of what it used to be 20 years ago, 30 years ago.
A group of us were just talking about the water cooler conversations yesterday about that very thing and the difference with organic. And that because a lot of times, sometimes organic is better, but one of the reasons is because they don't use all the fertilizers and all those things and let it grow to its peak and things of that sort. Am I making sense, Pat?
If they do it, they're not lying. I mean, it's so easy I'm going to charge you more money because I'm organic. Yeah,
exactly.
Big deal. One more question.
One more, real quick. Whenever I or someone in my family gets injured, I'm never sure whether to use heat or ice for the relief of pain. What do you think works best?
Ice. You put on ice first, and that has a tendency to reduce the swelling and to keep all that inflammation from coming in. Then after 2 or 3 days, you put heat on and it relieves the pain and makes it more flexible. But initially, ice.
Cool. That's it. By the way, did you like my birthday song, Pat?
I don't think we're going to make any...
Don't quit your day job.
I'm not sure.
Singing is not your gift.
Yeah, maybe a recording contract is not in the offing.